Well, the liberation of Aleppo is a huge victory for the Syrian people, and they have every reason to celebrate. What you won't see, for example, in the West, and I've been watching our mainstream media here in the U.S., is any sign of a celebration on the part of the Syrian people. And it's very difficult to get footage of Aleppo without the celebrations, but somehow they've managed to find a few corners where nothing is happening, and this is what they're showing. But for the Syrian people, it's hard to avoid the immense celebrations, and I've seen them. You've been showing them on Press TV. It's after so many years and so much suffering, to again have it under Syrian sovereignty and control. It's a huge, huge victory, which, of course, moving to the other fact of Palmyra, that victory needs to be spoiled somehow. So this is exactly what the West and their allies among the monarchies, the Gulf monarchies, and NATO and the U.S. are doing in trying to spoil it by sending their shock troops, which is basically what ISIS or Daesh are, to Palmyra to offset this this victory if they can, which I can't imagine it being anything but temporary, but with plenty of loss of life to all around. The Syrian military has been remarkably restrained and even merciful to the terrorists that have been causing so many deaths in Syria. They're very professional, but now they're being faced with a new challenge and more loss of life, and they'll have.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Louroudi? Because again, mainstream media, they're talking about the inability of the Assad government to truly unite the government, or that he will not ever actually rule over a united Syria. Still trying to stress on the division of that country. Your take, do you think that the Syrian military is going to be able to liberate the whole country, and if so, what will it take to get there?
Well, strictly speaking, the U.S. and the West, NATO, are very powerful forces, and they have immense military power. So for a small country like Syria, they certainly can cause a lot of trouble for a very long time, as they have done, for example, in Afghanistan and other places. So if they want to disrupt it, they can. But I think there's some reason for optimism that the Trump administration, at least to go by what President-elect Donald Trump is saying, that there might be some measure of at least a sense of mutual benefit in not going that route and finding it wasteful. So we have some hope in that respect that perhaps Syria will be spared that and will be allowed, like most nations on the earth, to exert their own sovereignty over their own territory. But it seems that we're moving in that direction, and we can always hope.